welcome back, Summit County. I am joined now by Dr. Redpath here. We're talking a little bit about teeth and Halloween, and candy is always the hot ticket item. So, talking a little bit about the history. Now, where did Halloween start? How did it start? Where did we get into this whole thing?
Yeah, and just to start, I mean, I'm a dentist, but I understand we live in the real world, and kids are gonna go trick-or-treating. I think it's a great thing for kids to go out and trick-or-treat. It's fun. I remember doing it as a kid. And we could just take certain steps to allocate the candy in a certain way. That's gonna be like the best bet. But yeah, so Halloween started hundreds of years ago, but candy itself, giving it to kids, for Halloween trick-or-treating, it started basically in the 1950s, didn't really gain mainstream until like the 1970s. And the main reason was just because it was the safe alternative, because before it used to be you would give like, a homemade treat or something like that. And it was just a lot easier for people that lived in houses versus making homemade treats. They were able to get candy. That's what the kids wanted. That's what the parents wanted when their kids were going out, because it was like safe. Going to a bunch of strangers' houses, you know, like you want like something that you could give your kid with confidence. And so that was the main reason how it started. But
yeah, and obviously, you can't really keep candy away from kids. Like at the end of the day, they're gonna be all about it. They're gonna be excited, sugar, everything all about it. Is there a way to go about this a better way? Like, is there any suggestions that you have for kids to be able to be safer about having the candy?
Yeah, definitely. So the best time to eat candy is like during mealtime. So if you're already eating a meal, then it's good to pair it with that. The last thing we want to do is have them eat it like right before bed and then don't brush their teeth. That'll get them tons of cavities and you'll end up paying for that one. So the other thing is the amount. So typically kids will just get a bunch of it and then they'll just eat a bunch for like those first couple of days, which is actually better than sometimes people will say, oh, we'll save it and we'll give them a piece a day. And they basically have like a piece a day for their entire year. And my wife told me that. She was like, oh, I used to like save my candy and I would eat like a piece every single day. And like her brother would just like destroy it the first couple days. And he had like basically no cavities. She has way more cavities. So I think it was just that consistency. And then they get a taste of it and it becomes like an addiction that they're like, they want more and more and more. So yeah, just consume it all, let them get sick, let them feel like they want to throw up, and then they'll never eat candy. No, they'll eat candy again.
They'll learn real quickly that way, right?
But yeah, they'll get sick and they'll just be like, I don't feel good. And then they just won't want it anymore.
Yeah, so that pushes them away from it anyway, naturally.
That's the best way to do it, seriously, surprisingly,
Yeah. Do you have, so you're going to eat sometimes you're going to eat a lot. Is there any candies that you would say, hey, this is actually not that bad of a candy, this might actually help a little? Yeah,
totally. So there's the lollipops are the worst. Anything that has a consistent, like, that you're sucking on it for like an hour, that's more likely to cause cavities. Chocolates are the best. So anything like chocolate, maybe not Butterfinger because it gets stuck in the grooves and stuff and that can sit on the teeth for a while. But something like Hershey's bar or something that's just completely chocolate.
Yeah, just like a chocolate bar.
It'll melt very quickly and all the sugar will just be consumed and it won't sit on the teeth. That's the main thing. So you're thinking about length of time that's going to be consumed in versus like, the chocolate bar, like it's going to melt, it'll be fine. Also good to just give your kids some water, you know, like if they're going to eat candy or something like that, give them some water. They can swish with that or just drink the water. That'll help flush away some of the sugars that are in some of the candies.
Bit off, just any kind of little ways that you can kind of
don't give them soda and just like soda and candy. That was like that's like a 1-2. That's gonna definitely give them cavities.
Definitely. I mean, candy, it's Halloween. You're obviously not going to avoid it, but obviously we have some steps and maybe some suggestions that hopefully we can make a little bit better choices.
Exactly. And safe-wise, I mean, it's just eat it all, rinse with water. Chocolate is the best if you're going to eat any candy. And just don't do that thing where they're like, oh, they get a candy a day, and it's like, and it shouldn't also be like a reward. I feel like sometimes parents will use it as a reward to be like, oh, if you do this, then I'll give you candy. Then you're just creating a positive feedback loop where they think if they like do something good, they're gonna get candy, and somehow candy is good for them.
Yeah,
and
you're like building a sugar dependency.
It's bad. I was watching a TED Talk recently, and they said that so if we're destroyed, so the hardest structure in our body is our teeth.
Yeah,
it's harder than our bones, harder than everything. And if we're creating little holes and cavities and things like that in our teeth, imagine what we're doing to the rest of our body. Like if we could destroy our teeth with things, our whole body, the whole system's connected. So yeah, that was cool. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I mean, food for thought. You know, some of the times we don't think about these things, and it's easy just to have a piece of candy because it goes in line with the season. But
it's fine.
You know, thanks for sharing some tips today. We got some good ideas of, you know, binge your candy. Don't stretch it out for the whole year. Just get rid of it, finish it, and be good with it. And, you know, rinse with water, and really good suggestions to keep our teeth as happy as possible. So thanks for coming in this morning. Thanks for sharing some of your tips with us, and we'll be seeing you next time. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back after this.